everybody. Let's start with the easy fine motor skill activity. All those sponges that you get in the bottles, all those makeup sponges, even good old kitchen sponges you can use. It's excellent for kids to tear apart. It takes quite a bit of muscle, or if they're older, they can use scissors to cut it up. So let them cut or tear as many pieces as they can. Put it all on a tray or whatever for them, and then give them some pegs and encourage them to eat it up like a little birdie. So picking up the sponges and then going and depositing it in different little muffin tins in different little colors. If you've got different color sponges, they can use the green one to pick up the green and to put it in the green, so you can make it a color sorting activity. But basically it's about developing those little fine motor skills by the tearing and through the clothes pegs. And we're moving our fine motor skills into water play. I'm using nice warm water, which you can still use in this weather. I've got my little ducks, yellow ducks, floating on the water. You can if you've got some. If not, that's also fine. But we are continuing with the sponges. Use all of those sponges that you've just torn up and put them in the water. Encourage them to keep on tearing the sponges, all different colors. And once again, using the pegs, this time in the water, to dip their little beaks into the water, open their little beaks and eat the breadcrumbs out of the water. It's not as easy as when it's against a hard surface because it dips into the water. It's just a little bit more of a combining skill for them. And then you can give them some little containers, different color containers, or ones that can open and close, which is excellent for fine motor, and get them to deposit it into the containers or wherever they want to. Gross motor today is just plain old hide and seek. This time hiding toys away. Find their favorite toys, hide it in different locations around the house, and then use language to explain to them or to give them clues on where to find it. Use descriptive words, use spatial concepts like under, behind, below. Use descriptive color words such as I've hidden one red strawberry somewhere. Can you go and find it? Maybe you need to look inside or under or behind the red pillow. So using all of those different languages so that they need to hear, think, and then go and seek. For the older kids, you can use numbers. I've hidden 2 yellow toys. Show me 2 fingers. Good job. You need to go and find 2 yellow toys somewhere in the garden. They might be hiding under a green bush or whatever the wording is that you're going to use. But I want you to use your language to get them to speak, to hear and to speak. Okay, for sensory play today, we've got good old banana, yellow banana because we've been learning about yellow. Peeling a banana is great for their little fine motor skills. So you can always just make a slit in it or a few slits and encourage them to peel open the banana themselves. It also gives them such a sense of achievement. And then to cut it, a plastic knife would work well, and ask them to cut it. It's excellent for bilateral. Give them a fork and encourage them to eat their banana with their fork. To carry on with our sensory play, good old custard, nice yellow custard to go with our theme. Custard is excellent for kids that have tactile sensitivity, in other words, don't want to touch things. It's a safe thing to touch because they can lick their fingers and they eat it and it tastes good. So use custard. It's a cheap way to encourage it. Put it in a cup, let them pour and make tea for you. They can use sprinkles and put some sugar in and stir it. Encourage them to pour it. It's quite heavy for them, so help them to pour it. They can make eggs or pancakes and use all sorts of different tools to bilateral, to lift it and to mix it and to just have fun. And of course the greatest thing is to lick all of those fingers. Oh, and please keep your containers that look like this afterwards, because next week I'm going to show you a cute activity to do with these little containers. Right, for art today we're going to talk about collage. It's one of the easiest activities to keep a child busy for a while. There's no right or wrong way. It can be very creative, and it's excellent because it incorporates all sorts of senses. You need a picture. I've drawn a duck to go with our little yellow theme that we've been doing, and on any paper, on any cardboard, anything you want. And then you would give them some glue. For all the kids that can manage, they would need to spread the glue themselves on a bottle. If they are too young to do that, you can spread the glue for them, or otherwise give them different any different items that they can use. I've got a toothbrush, a paintbrush, or a little spatula. Put it in a little bowl and ask them to spread the glue on the picture in the lines, and then give them some materials that they can stick onto the glue. Here I've got some paper. I've asked my kids to tear some yellow paper to make the little duck yellow, so they're going to just stick it on the glue. A tip is just to do a little bit of glue at a time and then cover it, otherwise it dries out too easily. So cover my whole duck with yellow. I would put a little bit of glue on the beak and perhaps use a little bit of orange lentils or split peas. They're using this pincer grip to pick things up. I would put a little bit of glue at the bottom and put a little bit of bird seed for the duck to eat. I could find a feather, which they can go and hunt for in the garden, and stick the little feather on. And yeah, this is not complete, but basically it can create such a cute picture. And of course you can use all sorts of materials. Anything you can find. You can even ask the kids to go and find rice, sand, cotton wool, crushed eggshells, grass outside, any material, as long as it can stick on glue. They can be as creative as they want and really create cute pictures. And finally, an activity just to get them out of the house. Go for a hunt. Go for a hunt for flowers and feathers. Flowers, go and see as many colors as you can find out in the garden or outside in the park, or outside when you go for your walk. Find out, count how many colors you can see. And feathers, let them go and search for feathers. You'd be amazed at how many feathers you can find lying around, and if you can't find any lying around, look up in the trees and ask the kids to spot some birdies. Have fun!